Hey, everybody. Welcome back to Nita Keeping It Raw. I'm going to start out with a word of prayer and then I'm going to jump right into it. Lord, thank you for the day. Amen. That's all I can say right now. You know, the audacity of anyone to mimic slavery with this pandemic is a very offensive. Here in Michigan and all over the country, some Trump supporters are comparing their civil rights and their amendments to slavery. I find it quite offensive. First of all, not to minimize the stay at home order, there's no comparison on this planet to slavery. Not one. I can't think of anything. For a people, a black people, to be oppressed for over 300 years with no respect, not even being respected as a human being, to be killed, to be raped, to be hung, to be made to work for free while the slave master became wealthy and his family and descendants reaped the benefits from the slave. This is why you see the economic result of Caucasian families today and black families today. Look at their economic wealth and look at ours. And then they have the nerve to tell us 4 or 5 generations later, get over it. First of all, let me say to all you Trump supporters, you have your constitutional right to support and to vote from whom you like to. But the moment you open your mouth on your demonstrations with your guns, which if it was a lot of white people, if it was a lot of black people uh, marching on these capitals in these cities, they've been arrested by now. But I'm very offended that you all have the audacity to compare our governor to, you know, lift the ban on, stay at home ban. It's for our safety. This is not about. This is about a virus. But you all have the audacity to say that, oh, we feel like we're slaves. No, y'all don't even know the half of being a slave. You don't know the half of being a slave. So I think you all should use another word to describe your frustration with your state legislation, with your state governors. Find another word. Slavery is a slap in the face to the black woman and the black man because you all don't know the beginning of slavery. You never had to be beat, be hung, lynched, male castrated, female black women, belly warmers for when he wanted to get his rocks off at nighttime and slip away from the big house. He'd go to the slave quarters and screw who he wanted to screw. No. Then you get up and you work the cotton fields from sunrise to sunset. No. You don't know the beginning of being a slave. You don't know the beginning of being separated from your family whenever they decide to sell you. So stop using that word. I take great offense to it. I am a descendant of slaves. All African Americans are descendants of slaves in America. Yes, we are. And we take great offense to it. How dare you compare the shutdown for an epidemic to slavery? Really? Let me get a whip and whip your backs, your Caucasian pale back, and dig down in your flesh. Then you be careful to use that word slavery. Let me take one of your siblings or your mother or your father and sell you off to another state and you don't know where they are and you'll never see them again. Stop using the word slavery. Slavery. I can go back to 1873. I know the stories that were told to me. Let somebody throw you in a field in 100-degree weather from sunrise to sunset, and how the slaves survived. My fourth grandmother used to tell me they would put peach tree leaves in the top of their straw hats, and they would be green in the morning, and by the time they came out the field, they would be fried. And that was for them to protect their brain from the heat. So no, stop comparing slavery to the stay-at-home COVID-19 pandemic, aka coronavirus. It's very disrespectful to the Black Africans in this country. Shame on y'all. This is Nita keeping it raw. Protest all you want. It's your constitutional right. But don't compare yourself to a slave. Not my people. Not while I'm living. Because I'm going to call you out. I'm going to check you.